Today we had to get up real early. I had two things today. They drew some blood and did an EMG. We got up about like 5. They wanted me there at 6:30 to do the blood test. We've been using Uber to get back and forth from the house because everybody has warned us about parking at Mayo. That's been really easy actually. Got to Mayo this morning. The line to draw blood was stinking long. There's like 40 people in it. It was a long wait, but they got us through pretty quickly, and we got out of there about 7. They took 13 vials of blood, and they had a cool little contraption that they just put the blood stuff on, and it just sucked it around to the lab, and I got the results in probably 10-15 minutes to my phone. I don't know what a lot of them mean, but it seemed like they were mostly normal, so we'll find out tomorrow. Then we went and had breakfast at this place. It was like a bakery and breakfast thing, and it was super good. Had an awesome blueberry muffin there. And then we went to my appointment. We were like an hour early, and it was for my EMG, but they got us in an hour early, so we were pretty happy about that. I have had an EMG previously. It took this lady about 15 minutes. It was right at 5 o'clock, and she beat us to her vehicle before we got out of the building. So we didn't really know if that one had been done correctly or not. You might wonder what an EMG is. The doctors here will tell you it's an electromagnetic graphiogram. I don't really know what it is, but I'll tell you what I think it is. They start with a taser, and they hook up little electrodes to you, and then they tase you in the leg, and your leg will jump. And they're like, oh, that's good. And I'm like, no, it's not. And they record those, and you think, okay, I'm done. But no. They come in with a needle like this long, forged in hell, and they hook it up to their little machine, and they put one electrode on you, and then they say, okay, you're gonna feel a little pinch, and they put it in, and you're like, okay, this isn't so bad. And then they look at their screen, and they start moving it, and they'll twist it and move it around and twist it some more, and they'll kind of look at it, and then they'll say, nope, I missed it. They'll pull it out, but they won't pull it all the way out. They'll pull it a little way out and then change the angle of it and stab it back in, so it hurts even more. And then when they find your nerve, you can feel it because it feels like a really bad cramp, and it makes you jump. And then they say, okay, flex that muscle. Well, the needle's in there at an angle, so when you flex it, you're putting pressure on that needle so you can feel it all the way down into your muscle. And then they're like, hold it, and they're like, oh, you're not holding it hard enough. I'm like, dude, I'm holding it as hard as I can with a freaking needle in my muscle. That takes about 10 minutes, and you're like, oh man, we're done. And then, nope, they're gonna do every stinking muscle in your leg. And eventually they get done, and they said, oh, I hope that wasn't too bad. Like, as opposed to what, like putting my hand in a blender? It probably wasn't as bad as that, but it was pretty close. This test lasted about an hour. He was super thorough. He kept going out, looking at results, and then coming back in and doing another muscle or doing something else to try to figure out whatever he's trying to figure out. But they got that done. I don't have the results from that test yet. Overall, that all went pretty well, and we're done pretty early today. It's 10:30, so we have some doors we'd like to go look at around here, and some things to hit up, so we're probably going to do that here in a little while, but just figured I'd give you guys an update on my day. Tomorrow I meet back with neurology and go over test results and what they think is going on, and at that point they'll either say, hey, this is what you have, or hey, let's do a few more tests. We'll find that out tomorrow. I want to tell everybody thanks again for all the support and things that I'm getting. It means a whole lot. Just happy to have everybody rooting for me. So hopefully we'll know something tomorrow. If not, we're going to find something out while we're here.